Welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith, and this is part 2 of episode 6 of What's in Your Box to Giveaway. Now we're getting ready. We're going to be talking about some nominees that I got that's come in the last week or so, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the blog site and how I've listed the contributions from fellow machinists to add to the box, and also the nominees that are listed in and how they're listed in the blog site, and we're going to be going over that. Now I've recently learned about a helmet giveaway. You can see I'm not shy on helmets here. Actually, I've had a little bit of progression of helmets throughout my career, and of course I want to show you. This is not my very first helmet. I've worn out 2 of these helmets. They eventually, one I actually I had it for a long time, and it actually cracked over a period of time from heat. Just getting my face right in it, and that's what I really liked about this helmet, was that it was lightweight and you could stick your head just about anywhere in the field, in the villages, in the shipyards, and things like that. This was my favorite helmet until I started losing my eyesight. Actually, not losing it. It just your retina and your eye and your focus range as you age changes. Okay, and now I need these, and these are my everyday tools. They help me see where I need to see and how I want to see, and I like the progressives and things like that. So what that forced me to change out how and what I use for a helmet. All right, Jackson was a very favorite helmet. I actually bought 3 of those. Also, Jackson visors and bands. You know, these are all items that I use. Now I learned just the last week here that Jackson's having a Facebook sweepstakes giveaway, and they have a new design of auto-changing lens helmet, just like some of the ones that I use now. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm sold on, you know, Jackson's a good quality product. Now I've learned about the sweepstakes, and I went ahead and list the sweepstakes that is going on from April 22nd to May 6th. And I put it on my blog site so that you have all the information and what it's all about, and also how to enroll or you know, compete for the giveaway. I'm sure it's just a couple answer questions, and you fill it out, and you'll be entered in the drawing there. All right, let's go ahead and let's get on over to the computer, and let's check out some of our nominees. All right, we're getting ready to look at some nominees, but before we do that, I do have one more contribution to the cause here to talk about, and this was an email that came into my email address, yougotmybox@gmail.com. And it says, "Hi Keith, it makes it really unfair on you to have to award your box to one of the applicants when there are such great differences in shipping costs between U.S. and some of the foreign, or maybe offshore is a better word, destinations. In order to contribute something to your great project, I would like to offer to pay the difference between shipping costs to your average continental U.S. destination and what it really costs if you decide an international applicant wins. I don't offer to pay the whole cost because that would put you in the opposite situation where a U.S. winner actually costs you more. The idea is that you can be free to choose the best applicant without any worry over the cost of the shipping. That beauty out to them." Sadly, I'm not an engineer, but love doing engineering when and however I can, and actually seeing someone doing the steps in real life is invaluable. As an example, I was always careful how tight I nip up any bolts clamping through casts due to brittleness, but to see how you give a nice strong heave on the wrench has given me a far better feel for it all, and makes me a lot more confident in what I do. totally unrelated, but really do find myself in my normal work. Come on, get her done. More times than you believe in a day. It's really hard. It really has had a positive effect on me. Thanks again. For every person who writes in appreciation, you can be sure that there are 9 more who intended to but don't get around to it. Well, thank you very much, Bill. Bill Macedon, Australia. P.S. I believe completely in you are a person of integrity. However you wish to arrange this offer, I'd accept it. It will be fine with me. You don't know me from a bar of soap, so I will understand if you want me to transfer the funds up front before any decision is reached. It is entirely up to you to say, well, we don't really know where the box is going or whatever, so let's take one step at a time, Bill, and I accept your offer there, and we're not gonna let it judge where the box is going, just like you stated, and I think that's a great way to go. So you know, there's Bill offer for the box, and I appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's head on in and let's take a look at a few of the nominees. All right, our first nomination, it came in like April 5th there, and this is from Vincent Green. And while I read this out here, I'm going to go ahead and click on, because they gave me plenty of their YouTube information, and they have a YouTube site as well, and I'm going to go ahead and click on, and you can see right here the label or the name on this email is "Dude, you've got our box." All right, and I'll read this as I give you a view here of the video here. "Dude, you've got our box," by Vincent Green. Dear Keith, I would like to nominate Zero Craft, Tucson, Arizona's hack space, maker space, for the box giveaway. I think you'll find that we are a pretty deserving organization. Zero Craft is a nonprofit community workshop that exists to provide our community with access to tools, a workspace, and a free education on how to safely make, well, anything. We provide regular free donation requests, workshops to anyone that wants to learn of a wide variety of topics, from computers and electronics to wood and metal working. Tubacane's videos are required viewing for our beginner students, and yours are recommended for the advanced. We are fortunate to have access to some very nice machinery, including a Logan lathe and a better-than-nothing Asian round column mill drill, all of which is donated by members and available to anyone that has been checked out in safety procedures. We recently managed to gather donations from our members to buy a Bridgeport mill at auction. Our welding workshops always draw a crowd, and we have managed to help a lot of people fixing their one-off projects. We have recently made a deal to move out of our existing space into a much bigger space in her historic warehouse downtown. But first we need to renovate the space and bring it up to code. The contents of that box would go to very good use teaching a new generation basics metalworking skills, even if we don't win. The exposure of your giveaway could help us greatly in getting donations to help us renovate our new space. Better yet, it might fund us some new members that want to learn this stuff. Here's a few videos and links that would help you evaluate our worthiness. And I tell you, I finished watching this video, and I will be posting. They'll have their links and a few other things right here on my blog site. And I encourage everybody to go ahead and watch it. It is cool what they are doing over there. And there's our nomination for Zero Craft, Tucson, Arizona's Hack Spacer Make Spacers for the giveaway. Alright, this next one here is recommendations for a young aspiring machinist. This was the email sent in to yougotmybox@gmail.com. The author is Timothy Zastro. I believe it's German, I'm not sure on the pronunciation there. Dear Keith, my son Toby is 15 years old. He is in the 9th grade and is homeschooled. We live just east of Washington, D.C. in the town of Riverdale Park. He has been interested in making things and working with machines since he was quite young. He started with Lego Technics at the age of 6 and has loved creating things that move or do useful work ever since. He sent you an email the other day, but his mother and I thought it would be good for me to send an official nomination. It doesn't. You can either way, and we'll read what he sent in here in a second here. His grandfather retired from the federal government being an accomplished ornamental blacksmith. He specialized in historic restoration work, working with hot iron and forming it into intricate shapes, fascinating Toby, but my father had a severe stroke in 2003. Toby was only 5 then, and is no longer able to wield a hammer very well or efficiently communicate to pass on his skills to his grandson. I'm not a machinist, I do not create things for a living, but as Toby's father and shop teacher, I can assist to his passion to learn everything he can about working metal. Attached are his equivalents for this year's to date, detailing his progress and most recent projects. We started out in the shop together when he was much smaller, learning about the safe and efficient use of hand tools to work wood. As his skills progressed, so did my trust in his ability. He has mastered all of my woodworking and carpentry tools. However, he has never really enjoyed working with wood, and too much sawdust makes him sneeze. Working in metal, though, is far different story. When not doing his schoolwork, he is either in the shop working with metal or trying to learn about machines and techniques online. His first metalworking tools were a hacksaw, a set of files, and a pair of calipers. He then got a drill press, a used light-duty chipper knife grinding machine, and a saw chain grinder. He used to proceed from his knife regrinding and saw chain sharpening business to purchase a small mill. When this mill proved to be too light duty and have too much vibration, he was able to trade up for a mid-size mill with plenty of power and precision for his skill level. He has recently found a good used 16 by 14 or 40-inch lathe. This should arrive sometime next week. We have been working together to create a proper metal working shop in our garage. Toby has designed the layout to include space for the mill and lathe, his knife grinding machine, bandsaw, still to be purchased, a weld station, no equipment yet, and a smithy. He has a few blacksmith tools. Toby is at the very beginning of his quest to gain the skills and knowledge to become an excellent machinist. He has much to learn. While he has some computer skills, he wants to learn how the machine works and how the material feels as it is being shaped. He does not think it would be very much fun to put a blank in a machine and push a button and let the computer control the process. He has above average skills and is adequate at visualizing three-dimensional objects as he designs and figures out how to make things. He has developed good safety habits in the shop and is fairly well organized. I would nominate him for the box, but as he told you in his email, and much more valuable gift would be to spend a week with you in the shop. Hands-on instruction is more valuable than thousands of dollars worth of tooling. He has not found any active machinists in our area who are willing to teach someone so young. If you could have him spend a week with you this July, I would cover the logistics of transportation, lodging, and food. He is an excellent helper. He follows direction very well and is quick to learn. I hope you will consider the request. I would love to consider the request, except for my shop is not up to par with OSHA regulations to have anybody in here besides me. That may change in the future, but as of right now, it's the one governing factor that holds me back from being able to do that. I get requests on the average of about 2 people, 3 people a month are asking to come and mentor under. All right, this is a follow-up, and this is hi Mr. Fenner, my name is Toby Zastro. I am 15 years old and hope that I'm becoming what you'd call a machinist. I am homeschooled, and for the past weeks I've spent my lunch breaks watching your videos. I've been interested in metalworking for about 2 years, and for the last 6 months I've been doing as much reading and web searching on machining as I can. I got my first milling machine last September. It was an old Benchmaster production mill. It ran too fast to properly mill steel, and it had vibration problems. So I saved as much as I could, and in December I was able to trade it for a very nice index mill with a Rusnik head on it. My dad has taught me the love of making things and working hard to getting the job done. He works for one of the largest tree care companies in the country. This gave me an opportunity to start my business sharpening wood chipper knives, beaver teeth. I started with a small, rather poorly designed grinder, which I had made many modifications on, including an automatic downfeed and shut off. Last month I got a new grinding machine, and learning how to run it and maintain it has been a great challenge and learning experience. Though I feel like nominating myself is presumptuous, the box would be an amazing gift to me because I have very few machining tools, and most are either poorly quality or very used and worn. I also won't be able to buy any for a while because of how much I put into my new grinder. When I told my dad about your videos, he told me that if you were willing, he'd take me to Cape Cod to work with you and learn from you for a week. That would probably be the greatest experience of my life. I'm sorry for so much writing, but I don't have a Facebook or YouTube videos. I can send you more pictures though. And here's his address. And thanks for teaching me through videos, Toby. P.S. The second picture of me is using the remote for the crane to upload my mill. Alright, thank you, Toby. And just like I had mentioned with your dad's letter there, that I'm not able to have anybody in here working with me, even if it's for free, because it somehow is a liability for you if you got hurt with anything that I have here that is not up to OSHA regulations. And you know, I can subject myself to it, but I'm not allowed to subject anybody else to it, and it's a simple rule. And I got to follow it. I try not to cut corners, and the best insurance is not to have the need for it. And hopefully, when I get the building changed around and everything else, that I might be able to do that. I'm trying. The videos and stuff like that are bringing in a little bit extra money that may help that. It definitely is better than poking in the eye with a sharp stick, and probably get there a little faster. So, you know, I'm doing what I can do to get you some information and knowledge and stuff like that right now. I'm real happy with your nomination there, I can tell you that. So I'd like to say thank you. Alright, this is the last nomination that I got in here, and it's a legit nomination. It's pretty vague, and it's only a short paragraph there. And only by guessing through an email address here, I actually am guessing that this is from Kevin. And it's K's Reloading and Gunsmithing. And it says, I would like to nominate myself for the box, as I do not have anyone working with me to nominate. I have been working with my lathe and mini mill for the last 2 years, and gunsmithing much longer, and I have learned a lot from you and Mr. Pete 222 on YouTube, and have just purchased a new Grizzly G400 3G lathe. So you can see I am very serious about gunsmithing and metalworking as a gunsmith, just starting out with lathes and mills. I do not compare to any of your nominations and fall short when standing beside them, but I am trying to build my tool assortment to do the job right, and could use good tools, as I have passion for old tools as well as new, and great desire to learn. You and Mr. Pete 222 have awakened a fire in me about metalworking, and you have not let that fire die down. Please don't ever stop making videos. Again, I do not think I am worthy to own a box like this yet, but I will earn it by learning more and getting better every day. Thanks for the great service you provide. Thanks, and God bless. No signature, so his email is kevin@customshooters.com. I mean, this is a nomination. I'm going to put it up there, and we're really looking. We're not looking to just give away a toolbox to somebody that wants tools. We're looking for somebody that's going to, carry. The whole thing started about Lalor's toolbox that we went through, and you remember he passed on, and he was an old timer, and we learned a little bit about him, and as we went through his tools, and then it sparked a fire under me, because I wanted to, I was thinking about picking my bones, when I pass on, and I would, the one embarrassment, if anything, was that, I got 3, 4 of something, I'm a hoarder, just like everybody else is a hoarder in there, and actually the generosity that the guys are bringing in and sending in things for the box and stuff like that, they all know where I'm coming from, and they're all giving me the sense that a young, inspired youth, balls to the wall, going for it, that's worthiness. That's what we're looking for in here. All right. Now I'm gonna put. I said I put all nominations in there that wrote in and nominated themselves to yougotmybox@gmail.com. I said that I would put them in the blog site, so I will make a page and you'll be in there. And I'm just gonna have to take it for granted that your name is Kevin, and that's how I'll list you in here as that. And anyhow, there's a list of our new nominees that are being put up on the blog page. And now let's go ahead and we'll get into talking a little bit about the blog page that I've created, and a little bit where that's going. All right. Some of you asked where you can buy the hats, and they wanted the work shirts, and now I've got the t-shirts. Okay, I just want to let you know that the navy blue and the black hats, I've got those in stock now. I'll be resetting the inventory level, and you'll be able to buy them online on my blog site, and I'll show you how to get there in a second. All right, now the other item was the work shirts, and this is the short sleeve version. All right, and these are Dickie shirts. Nothing's on the back, but on the front you do have my company logo, and you got "Get Her Done" on your left hand pocket, or your right hand pocket, excuse me. It depends on the port or the starboard. Okay. Very comfortable work shirts. I've been real happy with mine, and so far my response from people commenting, I've been real happy with them as well, and I'm glad. Today I have one of my long sleeves on. It's a little bit nippy. It's kind of nice. Actually, when I'm out on the boat early morning or late at night, I really like the long sleeve. Also, you do have a little bit of UV protection if you need to, and it's not black and it doesn't draw in the heat, but it does give you the coverage that you do need. And you also have the short sleeve version as well. All right. Now, this is for the Toolbox giveaway. That my first shirts are coming out because we're promoting that. This is what's making this thing work. We're giving this Toolbox away, and we're going to be sending it wherever it needs to be, whether it stays stateside or go overseas. And we have the volunteer for helping with the funding outside. And okay, so anyhow, you got what's on your box on the front, and my logo is on the back. Give you a nice preview of that. Alright, I went ahead and did full color. And even the wife was commenting that this color goes with anything she got. Alright, now let me show you how to log on to my blog site. And you can get there from my YouTube channel, and this is how the new channel looks. And of course I don't have my streamer video up here yet, but this would be what you look like if you were from the subscribers view. And right up here in the upper top picture here, blog site, hat, shirts, and more. Alright, this is what you click on, and this will take you to the blog site. And this blog site is the new one that I put together just a couple weeks ago. And of course there's going to be a new listing that's in here, and there's going to be a couple new videos in here as well. And I'm going to have the promotion for the Jackson Safety Facebook sweepstakes in here. Now, along the side here is where you can sponsor the work hats, the work shirts, and the t-shirts are down here now. You click on here, you put on your size that you want, and then they'll add it to your cart, and you can make up your orders. And now orders that go overseas, I or Vanessa personally run those down to the mailbox and put them in there, so you won't get an automatic mail out return right off the bat. But you know, your hat is, or your shirt or t-shirt is on its way, and usually I drop you an email stating that we did receive it and it's on its way. Alright, and up here is the What's in Your Box giveaway project, and the contributors are going to be here, and it's going to be a photo gallery with the name and the pictures, and those will be in there. And this is the nominations, and every person on this side here, I'm just pushing on Andre's here, and has a similar page all dedicated to it. All the links here all work. Alright, so you can see all the pictures that they send in and the different links and stuff like that. You can also share this now, and you can share it Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. You can also click like on it, and you must be logged in to post a comment. Alright, and this is where we want to build the comments and everything else in here for each and everybody. Alright, keep your comments polite. I don't want any potty or trashing. Alright, and we'll go back to home here. I will have more photos in there now. I do have some photos in the gallery here. I have Winkler crane, hydraulic pivot, and stuff like that. And those will build as time goes. You know, I'm got a lot on my plate, so I'm just trying to do what I can. Alright. Alright, I think that's a wrap up for What's in Your Box, the giveaway for this week here. And I appreciate very much everybody's input, everybody's contribution, the nominees that were coming in. I know there's a lot more people out there that can be nominated. Let's get them in here. YouGotMyBox@gmail.com. Get her done.